Hey everybody, this is Maura at Mystical Trinity. Welcome to my channel. I am so happy you're here. In this video, I'm talking about 3 secrets to staying calm during turbulent times. I'm a psychic, clairvoyant empath, and I'm tuning into these energies to share them with you as I'm feeling all of this intensity that's going to be coming up during this eclipse season that we're heading into, the end of May, in June. So I'm feeling this big fracturing in the energy, and there's this polarization, there's this pulling, there's this stretching. A lot of you are going to be feeling triggered. Things are going to be happening that are sudden, that are unexpected, that are just going to feel like you're thrown off your center, which is the whole reason I'm doing this video today, to try to help you guys out, reconnect with your calm, peaceful center so that you'll be able to more easily navigate the turbulence and the triggering and the energies that we're heading into over the next couple months. Or, this is really a timeless video because we go through, circumstances and situations constantly, but it's not going to be showing up the same for everybody. The videos that I do are mostly focused on the energies that highly sensitive people, intuitives, empaths, lightworkers, creatives, and visionaries come into contact with or experience and move through during their life purpose and their life mission and their life journey. So these energies, these messages are really focused on that group of people. So one of the things, the top thing that's coming up for me in regards to staying calm is just going outside, connecting with nature. When you're able to connect with Mother Earth, it's extremely calming for your whole energetic system. It's grounding, right? Connecting to the energy of Mother Earth, connecting to the energy of Father Sky, knowing that you are the center of the energy above and the energy below, right? Your higher level energies, your spiritual self, your soul self, your chakras leading up to, right? The ethers and beyond come through your crown chakra, come through your higher level chakras, connect through your heart center, and then your lower level chakras, the lower parts of your body connect through to the earth. So no matter what else you're doing, if you're feeling triggered, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling this lower level toxicity, these feelings of anger and resentment, it's the heavy energies, the heavy feelings, things that make you feel bad. One of the quickest ways to try to shift that energy and to let go of it and to transmute it is just to go outside, to be somewhere beautiful and calm in nature, whether it's your backyard, whether it's a park, whether it's a beach or a mountain or a trail through the woods. Just connecting with nature is going to be very, very supportive for your energetic body. My second tip, my second secret is meditation, which you can do while you're out in nature, but you don't have to. The other thing is that there's no right and wrong way to meditate. So often people get sort of stuck and caught up in, I can't meditate the right way. So try to let go of that. There's no right way and no wrong way to be spiritual, to meditate, and to honor your emotions. Try instead to feel into it, right? Coming through your emotional body, through your feeling body. What meditation does is it gives you a space to let all of the weirdness, the conflict, the repetitive thoughts, the things that you can't solve, the things that you continue to overthink, it gives you a space for all of that to move around and then to cycle out. Because if you just sit quietly, stand quietly. Maybe you're doing yoga quietly, but notice I keep saying quietly. That is the magic key to meditation, having a quiet space for yourself. Within that quiet space for yourself, it's very important to allow whatever needs to come up, right? There's emotions, there's thoughts, there's feelings, and letting them move. If you're constantly repressing your thoughts and your feelings and emotions, all they do, it's like a volcano. It just is pressurizing those thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And at some point, they're gonna erupt. They're gonna leak out. There's gonna be a crack, a fissure where you're not gonna be able to hold them in anymore. And they might come out in ways that maybe you're not gonna feel so good after that happens. So when you're giving yourself the space of meditation, it's a process that allows you to be in control, to be empowered from your emotions, because it's like, you don't have to control them. You can just allow them to be. So it's a very proactive way for you to, again, it's not like staying in control. That's that ego energy keeps saying like staying in control, but it's not about staying in control. It's more about being emotionally healthy and being able to manage your emotions in a proactive, mindful way that's supportive for you. So in that space of meditation, whatever comes up needs to come up. And the way that you have to keep staying in meditation is until all those thoughts and feelings and emotions and conflict and chatter, once it starts to quiet down, then that you're making progress, right? But all that stuff needs to come up, whatever it is. Let it come up, observe it. Don't get attached to it. Let it move. Recognize it. Thank it. Like, okay, repetitive thoughts and feelings and anger and triggering and whatever emotions coming up, right? Let it bubble up. Let it come up. Let it drift through. If you're doing this practice outside in nature, what grounding means is that you're able to set the intention to let go of emotions that make you feel bad by sending them back into the earth. The earth is a neutralizing, grounding source and energy, right? Mother Earth can handle our negative emotions, and we come from the earth. The earth sustains us, and that's part of the power, is it's so neutralizing and so grounding, sort of like we're an electrical charge. And when electrical charges hit the earth, hit the dirt, it neutralizes the electrical charge. So you can kind of think about it in that way. So whatever it is you need to let go of, release, whatever is making you feel angered, triggered, reactive, that like hard, difficult, challenging energy that makes you feel bad, set the intention of sending it out back to the earth through the bottoms of your feet, through your connection to the earth herself. You can create a cord of grounding for yourself, an energetic cord or roots or whatever that is for you, whatever makes the most sense, whatever resonates for you. Just releasing those challenging energies and emotions back to the earth is going to help you feel a lot better. It's going to help you get ahead so that you don't explode in inappropriate situations and circumstances, so you don't do something that is really hard on yourself. I think for lots of empaths and highly sensitive people, sometimes they can beat themselves up or shame themselves or guilt themselves. I shouldn't have these thoughts and feelings and emotions, right? But it's not about that. It's just about acknowledging that you're having this human experience. Challenging things are going to arise. You're going to feel bad sometimes. That's normal. It's natural. It's part of the experience. Let it go, right? Let it go. All you can do is be calm and grounded and centered within your own energy. That's what meditation does for you. It gives you the space to allow all this weirdness and wildness and chaos and mayhem to bubble up, but then it just goes away. And then after you get through that part of meditation, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you can open up. That's when you can calm your breathing. That's when you can connect through your crown chakra, when you can connect to your spirit team, your angels and your guides. You can see, sometimes you can see sacred geometry. Sometimes you can see light codes. Sometimes you can see different colors of light and energy moving and flowing. Lots of times when I meditate, I'll see this like moving purple violet light, right? That's crown chakra. That's the energy of that violet light, that violet energy, which is highly spiritual, which is mystical, which is intuitive, which opens you up, helping to strengthen your connection to source energy, right? That's where all the magic happens, but it's like you have to move through the challenge and the difficulty and the thoughts and the self-judgment and the self-examination, all this like heavier energy, before you can kind of get up to open yourself up to all the light that's on the other side of all the shadows, right? Because all the shadows do is give you perspective, because light and shadow, it's necessary. Without one, you can't see the other. So when shadows come up, they're just opportunities for you to move through it to the light, which just strengthens you and clears you as a soul. It makes you more empowered as a soul. And then my third secret is being very mindful of what you are consuming, whether it's food. If you're consuming fried foods, processed foods, a lot of like heavy meat, if you're consuming alcohol, if you're consuming drugs, all of those things, those foods that are entering through your mouth, right? Like there's toxicity in there. There's heaviness in there. When you're eating heavy foods, alcohol, drugs, and processed foods, they're lowering your vibrational frequency, which brings you down. It brings your energy down into fear and guilt and shame and judgment and anxiety, right? Those are the heavier energies. And so lots of times people get stuck, they feel bad, right? So they're doing emotional eating. Why are they doing emotional eating? It helps them feel better, but it's lots of times like, we'll binge on crappy food, or we'll binge on drugs or alcohol. That keeps your vibration low. That puts a Band-Aid on what's really bothering you. It's a process of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable and knowing that that discomfort is, again, a shifting and changing energy. If you can lean into the discomfort and know that it's just taking you to the other side, that's full of light and expansion and joy and love and bliss, it may be easier for you to tolerate those times when you're feeling heavy and challenged. It's not only what you eat, think about it as we have all of these 5 senses, right? So it's what we eat, the sense of taste. It's also what we're listening to. What talks, podcast, music are you listening to? Music I find to be purely emotional. If I listen to music and it's filled with sadness and loss and grief or anger, that's building more of that energy within my energetic body. That's keeping me stuck in lower vibrational energies. If you're listening to binaural beats, flute music, nature sounds, classical music, those sounds that you're taking in are elevating your vibration, making it easier for you to connect with love and light and peace and joy, right? That's your hearing senses. Your eyes, right? What are you viewing? Are you viewing things that fill you with a sense of joy? that fill you with a sense of sadness and loss and grief and anger, whether it's art, movies, TV shows, images, whatever it is you're looking at. That's why a lot of people talk about limiting the time that you're watching news, because lots of times the news media is blasting us with negative images. It connects with us on an emotional level. If we're looking at images of people sad and suffering and dying, that makes us feel really awful, right? There's no reason that you need to be viewing that. It's keeping your energetic vibration low. Let's see, I'm going through the energies. Sight, sound, taste, touch. What are you touching, right? How are you feeling? Lots of times during this time when the energy is really challenging and triggering, to help me stay grounded, I use a lot of essential oils. I'm using a lot of patchouli right now. I'm using a lot of cedarwood right now because they're earthy scents. It's something I can breathe in and smell and touch. I also use lots of crystals. I've got obsidian, I've got jet, selenite is another really good one. Again, it's good to help you neutralize and release heavy energies that make you feel bad, right? So think about it in terms of your senses and what you're taking in and what you're consuming, because those all have a big impact on your energetic frequency and your energetic vibration. So you don't have any control as to what's going on around you during these very turbulent times. But what you do have control over is your own body, your own soul, your own thoughts, feelings, emotions, actions, and reactions. And these are some tips and tools and secrets to help you navigate through some really turbulent, challenging times. So I hope those were helpful. Namaste.